Hey everyone, welcome back to Power Pro Academy, your one-stop destination to master Python and tech skills. Today we are diving into operators and expressions in Python. By the end of this video, you will understand operators and how they work, learn unary versus binary operators, explore 7 types of operators with real-world examples, understand expressions and how they work in Python. So smash that like button and let's get started. So first of all, what is an operator? Operators are symbols that perform operations on values. For example, here I am declaring a variable a which has the value 10. The next one is b which has the value 5. Now when we print a plus b, it gives us 15. So here plus sign is an operator and the a and b are known as operands. And when we combine operator and operands, we get an expression. Now what are unary and binary operators? So unary operator work with one operand, whereas binary operator work with two operands. For example, here x equals to 10, and if I print minus of x, then it will get me minus 10. Or we can print not true, which gives a value false. So these are some type of unary operators. Now let's understand the example of binary operator. So here I have a value a equals to 10 and b equals to 5. And when we print a plus b, it gives us 15. So the plus sign is a binary operator. Now that you know the basics, let's explore all 7 types of operators. So the first type is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators used for mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc. So let's move on to the example. Here I have a equals to 10 and b equals to 3. When I print a plus b, it gives me 13. And it's an addition operator. Now let's print another one. Print a minus b. It gives me 7 and this arithmetic operator is subtraction. Now print a star b, which gives me 30 and it's multiplication. Now print a asterisk asterisk b, which gives me 1000 and it's an exponentiation. So these are our arithmetic operators. Now let's move on to comparison or relational operators. So these type of operator used to compare values and it will return a value which is true or false. If we move on to the example, let's say I have x equals to 10 and y equals to 5. Now when I am printing x greater than y, then it gives me true because 10 is greater than 5. Now let's print another one. So I am printing x equals to 5 and it gives me false because 10 is not equals to 5. So the third one is logical operator, and in this operator we will use and, or not. So the logical operator I use for decision making. For example, I have a equals to 10 and b equals to 5, and if I print a is greater than 5 and b is less than 10, so it gives me true because 10 is greater than 5 and 5 is less than 10. So 10 or a greater than 5 gives me a value true, and b or 5 is less than 10 gives me a value true. So true and true makes it true. Now if I print a is greater than 5 or b is greater than 10, it also gives me true because a or 10 is greater than 5 gives me true, or b or 5 greater than 10 gives me false. And if I combine true or false, it gives me true. So the next one is print not a greater than 5, and it will give me false value because a or 10 is greater than 5, which is true, but there is a not operator against this expression. So not true is always false. Now let's move on to assignment operators. So these type of operators used to assign values to variables. For example, x equals to 5. So I am assigning or initializing a value 5 to the variable x. Now the next one, x plus equals to 3, or we can say x equals to x plus 3. So here I am adding a value in the variable x. So if we print that variable, it will give us 8. Now the fifth one is bitwise operator. So bitwise operator works at the bit level. So here is an example. A equals to 5, and here 5 is a decimal value. But when we convert it in the binary form, it will be like 0101. Now we have another variable which is b equals to 3. And if we convert 3 into binary, it gives us 0011. Now if we print a and b, so it will solve the value into binary form. So we have two values, a and b. The binary of a is 0101 and the binary of b is 0011. Now if we use bitwise AND operator, what will happen? Let's see there. So if we solve the binary digits for the AND operator, so if there is 1 1, we will get 1. If there is 0 1 or 1 0, we will get 0. And for the 0 0, we will also get 0. So if we print a and b, it will solve like this. So if we solve from the right, there is 1 1, so we'll get 1. Now let's come to the next part, 0 1, which gives us 0. Now the next one, which is 1 0, here we will get 0, and for the 0 0, we will get 0. So the final binary digit is 0001. And if we convert that binary digit into decimal form, the output will be 1. And that's what which is showing in our terminal. Now we print a OR operator, b. The OR operator is also known as pipe operator. So what is the answer in the case of pipe operator? So if we solve that binary digits in the pipe operator, how it will come? So for 1 1, it gives 1. For 0 1 or 1 0, it will also give 1. And for the 0 and 0, it will give us 0. So here how we can solve it? We can move from the right. So 1 1 gives 1, 0 1 gives us 1, 1 0 also gives us 1, and 0 0 gives us 0. So here what we got? 0 1 1. And if we convert this binary digit into the decimal form, we will get 7. And here is 7. What is the output of that print statement? So I hope you will understand the bitwise operator nicely. If you don't, please comment me in the comment box. Now let's move on to next operator, which is membership operator. In this operator, we will talk about in and not in. So generally, the membership operator used to check if a value is in a sequence or not. Mostly, we used it in this list or string. So let's have the example here. So I have a variable, and in this variable, we will initialize a list. So here I am writing a list which is apple, banana and cherry. Now we will use membership operator here. So let me write print apple in fruits, and this will give me true because apple is in the list. Now I am writing print grape not in fruits, and it will also give me true value because grape is not in the list. So this is how we can use membership operator in Python. Now the last one is identity operator, and here we will use is or is not. So this operator checks if two variables reference the same object in memory. So how can we do that? So I have a variable and this variable, and in this variable I have initialized a list here. So in the list I have a value 1 2 3, and now I assign the same value in another variable which is y. So I am writing y equals to x. Now I am printing x is y and it gives me true because the same value is in the y also. So x is in the y. Now the another one I am printing x is not y. So it gives me false because x is y. Okay, so now let's move on to expressions in Python. So what is an expression? An expression is a combination of values, variables and operator that produces a result. For example, in arithmetic operators, let me write result equals to 10 plus 5 into 2. So this formula where we use brackets and in the brackets we write 10 plus 5 and outside we multiplied it by 2. So this whole is known as an expression. So if we print the result, it will give us the output 30. Now let's see an example of expression in logical expression. So here I have a variable age equals to 20. Now I am writing an expression is adult equals to age greater than equals to 18 and age is less than 60. And if I print is adult, it gives me the output true, which is the correct answer. Now let's write one more and a string expression. So here I have a variable greeting and in this variable I am writing some strings like hello plus space plus word. And if I print greeting, it gives me an output which is hello world. So expression evaluate to a value, which means they can be used anywhere in Python where a value is expected. So let's write a real world example, which is a student grading system. Let's use operator and expression to calculate a student's final grade. So I have a variable here assignment score which is 80. The another one is exam score which is 90 and the attendance variable has the value 95. So now I have a final grade where I am writing assignment score into 0.3 plus exam score into 0.5 plus attendance into 0.2. And if I print final grade, it will give me the output which is the final result of the student. So yes, boom, now you have mastered operators and expressions in Python. In the next video, we will conclude conditional statement, which is if, else, elif in Python. So subscribe now and turn on the notification so you don't miss it. Like, share and comment if you found this helpful. Till then, bye bye, happy coding.